some of them might get pressed, and then I gotta cut little pieces, whatever. But we're gonna start the show. Before we start the show, we got nice content to pop off. But here it goes. Taking it out on a date that's nice. Fucking the pussy up all night. I'm glad that I waited for the cat. Times we drink and we chat. Now I'm raising the pussy like a jack. I would have been hit you back, but I ain't a gnat. I be so scared to get rejected, cause I feel that I got the best dick. I got the best joke, that mean the best stick. If I shoot my shot, I mean the best stick. Some hoes love fun, I'm domestic. You want a square nigga? I'm a rare nigga. Jack rabbit in that pussy, I'm a hair nigga. How you doing new things, learning bad habits? I ain't a playboy bunny, this a jack rabbit. I ain't snowed in, bitch I'm cold in. That's black for your ass, she ain't knowing. I told her, I'm about to strike like I'm bowling. Don't be hitting up my phone, you ain't rolling. Heard she thinking nigga lame, she must be trolling. With them bum ass niggas, she was folding. For my dick, she was raving like Bolden. I ain't retrieve the hoe even though I'm golden. How that mean go? No, no, no win. Yacht sell every damn show boating. Like a lady with a sundress toes open. No PT, just see breeze. You ain't gotta work for me, make me cheese. No, a lady from Colombia, body humble ya, trip and stumble ya, make you fumble the bag or fuck up your year with no makeup or lash. Shit is bad. Small B cup, fat ass, that's a nap. I mean natural, you know the actual, as she born with the real and factual. Bad hoes these days fuck international. Makes sense, chasing money ain't irrational. Might need a foreign hoe for the fractional. Black women around the world not imaginable. Hey, hey, Akuna Matata my vibe. Drama not part of my life. Exclude yourself out of my lane. Expel my existence from brain. Akuna Matata my vibe. Drama not part of my life. Exclude yourself out of my lane. Expel my existence from brain. Look, I'm a project manager. Put your hey, I'm a project manager, but you rather fuck with them amateurs. Back in the day, I was a manager, off in the rooms with the mans and stuff. Stuff caught by your pale throat, roughing your mark like a sailboat. She fucking niggas that her daddy hate. I probably sold that nigga a nap back in the day. But anyway, I done switched up. Came a long way from getting my dick sucked. I laugh seeing that nigga tongue you up. Dumbass nigga that cried along me with my tongue in the book. I run the car, give a thumbs up. I ain't saying he a bum, he got bummed up. Akuna Matata my vibe. Drama not part of my life. Exclude yourself out of my lane. Expel my existence from brain. Akuna Matata my vibe. Drama not part of my life. Exclude yourself out of my lane. Expel my existence from brain. Look, silly shit, run a bag up. Don't worry about mine, better back up. Attitude like a hoop, yeah, I act up. Plus you look like a goofy, I smash you. You better go off and run off to your master. Fuck nigga, I had more hoes than a masters. I just never really was a broadcaster. You can go and ask her. Nah, you can't go and ask her, cause you a broke bastard. She a passion. Tell a joke casual, why these nigga vaginal? We don't fuck with the same crowd. We don't smoke the same loud. Your shit ain't loud, that's a little pout. I be running plays, you a little route. In the streets, you ain't never had motion, you a drown. You a clown, I brought a tent. I'm from the hood, straight out the trench. Ask me if I grease the hoe. Don't worry about my dick or her sleazy throat. Just an easy dough. She a measly hoe. I don't need the measles long beef with Weezer. If you don't get it, nigga, hey, we ain't equal. A corner of my title, my vibe. Drama not part of my life. Exclude yourself out of my lane. Expel my existence from brain. Akuna Matata my vibe. Anyway, we got a good show. Let's pause that. That's how we're doing it for now. When I come in, I'm gonna start off with a route to open up the show. Now let's get to the music. To the topics. Trump versus Kimmel. Shout out for the like. Oh man, this is a good one, man. Trump versus Kimmel, man. It's like Kimmel made a funny joke, dog. It was really funny to me, dog. I thought that it's open game on whoever the president for all late night show comedians. They're gonna come at you. So you don't want to seem like you sensitive, kicking people off. The FCC chair say that he finna start investigating ABC and shit like that. We starting to enter into censorship when you start talking about like what I'm saying, like stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty dope. There's more to speak on about that, but I just can't think of it. I'm just coming off that route and I'm excited. You feel me? Megan canceled her Broadway show. She doing Moulin Rouge, you feel me? And they say the show must go on. Some people say, man, that's unprofessional, because people don't committed to the fly out there to see her, the super fans and whatnot. But I think it's all business. I'm really don't sway left or right with that. Meaning that if you willing to fly to another state to see somebody, that means first of all your money right. Because like who got money? Like most people wait for people to come into their town or their city to be able to see them. If you can afford to fly from your state to go see her on Broadway, then that just means that you can afford to take that L. You can afford to take that loss. You feel me? I mean, sometimes you gotta get. It's people that like to be other people carpet and get stepped on. You feel me? So it's like I don't really feel no way about her missing the show. Feel like that's a bad thing or her pulling out. She not gonna be able to compose herself and act deliver her best. So she feel like she gotta withdraw from the show. Everybody done been talking about it. I've been surprised how many people spoke on the celebrities and whatnot, how they feel about the situation. I feel like I said earlier, and I'm gonna make a short footnote of it because everybody done talked about the Med situation. I feel like Clay did not fumble. Who he gonna find for him is for who for. It's like they say, for what God has for me is for me. You feel me? God got somebody for him. Y'all looking up to her with y'all head up her ass, thinking, "Oh, she was a gift." You don't think he's somebody gift? You don't think he's somebody treasure? So he feel he know he's somebody treasure. So it's like I don't like to see people acting like he did her kind of bad. Here's a lesson, and we're gonna end that subject like this. Don't date above your head. Don't date out of your class. He was out of her class. You ever thought about that? Ladies, this for the ladies. You ever thought that a man could be out of your league? He's out of her league. He was her fantasy. And now reality has hit. Anyway, somebody said, "What are you talking about?" I was talking about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. He was out of her league. You feel me? And so she feel that it's men that she would not date because she feels she out of their league. Tell her to go date a 5'7" average nigga and see what her answer is or response to that. Okay then. So life happens. Life hits hard. You feel me? Straight like that. Mike Rubin, or what I think his name Michael Rubin. Let me just call it Mike Rubin. Sound cool. He pushed his white party back because Taylor having her wedding in New York City. You feel me? Boy, Taylor Swift is like probably like the white Mike, just period out of men and women. She's the white Michael Jackson, bro. Like she moved the earth by the fact that she can have the biggest. Let me tell you two standards right there, real quick. That's almost like a double-edged sword because I'm like Michael Rubin have this big white party. Don't that kind of remind you like of a daddy party? It's a list of who's who. Everybody's there. We always talking about Illuminati. All the big powerful people gonna be at the party and shit. Like, but he ain't getting none of that light shined on him that Diddy got. You don't think it's no nefarious things happening at his party? Clearly, he's a gay man, respectfully. So obviously, there's gonna be gay men there. There's gonna be all type of people there. You don't think sex can happen at a big party in a mansion in somebody's room? So I mean, I just like to say that's kind of like a double standard. Diddy was living his life. It's like they cranked him down a little bit. It's like if you driving a car and your RPM get to that red and they kick it back down, he was going too fast and they said you can't go as fast as us, and they notched him down. That's how I feel about that situation. White House roll out the red carpet, bro. This is crazy, bro. They rolled out the red carpet for the King of England, right? Which I think is not even the same as the old kings because he's a powerless king. He's a constitutional king. He don't really run nothing. You feel me? Like that's what they got prime ministers for. But I will say this reminded me of the Epstein list. I was like, this is the Epstein list pulling up, and I think the disrespect or the we've been taken down to the gutter as far as what we expect from our presidents and what they bring us. We bring a country that we fought against to celebrate our freedom from them. And in celebration, we bring in a simulation of the soldiers that burned the White House down, that killed Americans, that killed our grandfathers. Can you believe that? Imagine what they doing in their grave, all the vets, the original vets from the very first war, the American Revolution, the very first American war, the American Revolution. Imagine how those people feel and these motherfuckers in red. And on top of that, they played Yankee Dude. That's almost like some Chicago. This almost like some Jacksonville shit. Going to a bitch grave, smoking on like pissing on their grave and smoking, singing like that. Who I smoke. Like they might as well danced on the White House lawn playing Who I Smoke. Like that's crazy. In my opinion. But it is what it is. This is America. I love this country forever. I ain't never going nowhere. I'm scared to leave the country. I ain't never been out the country. I just feel personally that if I leave the country with my law, they gonna be like, nope, don't come back. Nope. But I got all this shit over here on. I ain't never been out. Nope, 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 nope. I can't trust leaving this country. Not now. Maybe some years ago I would have left, but I'm stuck here, bitch. I don't want to go. Fuck nah. You gotta pull me out there, bitch. Anyway, let's see. The friendly federal. Oh my bad. Let me. Oh yeah. So friendly federal assassin was arrested unscathed. And guess what? The White House Secret Service shot 5 shots at Buddy, and they missed all 5 shots. So, and he went unscathed. Like you think about people that once they get in the shootout with the police and they surrender, the police like, nope, too late. We gonna end your ass on the ground, laying down, no weapons. You could drop that bitch, you could throw it. You let out that shot, we finna end your ass. And for him to end, like to go unscathed, that's a shock. That's a real shock. You feel me? So I just you make of that what you want to. I don't want to imply anything, but I'm just simply saying they missed all 5 shots. He made it pretty far, and for him to be carrying a fucking and his weapon of choice is just wow. A 38, nigga. What? We in 1980, nigga. 38 specials and shit, like nigga, like a fucking a shotgun, nigga. What? If you gonna carry a shotgun, you could have had a mini Drake. I'm just saying, you ain't got no semi-auto. That seems weird to me. That's all I'm saying. His gun choice, the whole nine, his name, the way he looked funny as shit. Nobody hit him when they shot at him. It just all seems weird to me. I gotta see more stuff come out of that. Mainstream media, and I'm moving a little too fast through this, but whatever. I'm gonna try to read these comments simultaneously. Matter of fact, let me get back into these comments real quick. Scratch it out. Nevaeh Daniel said, "Hi, I'm here. What are you talking about? Hello, what up, Nevaeh? Thank you for holding me down with all the comments. Yes, bruh. Come on, there you go. Thanks. I'm gonna start trying to interact back simultaneously as I read the script that I wrote. Quisha Kendall said, "Hi, what's up, Quisha? Coolin', coolin'. Shout out to the Quishas around the world, man. We got nothing but love for the Quishas, man. Bone Quishas, all that, though. So anyway, Nevaeh said, "What's happening?" I'm finna get back into what's happening. Mainstream media trying to pressure Devin Booker, a basketball player out of Phoenix. And the disappointing thing about that is he just got bought the other night playing the so-called best team in the NBA, OKC Thunder. And it reminded me like the Jordan rules where you couldn't touch Jordan. And it's like they not calling the same thing. It's like if the team is the better team and we're the inferior team, they don't need your help with these calls. And then when we lose the game, to see the mainstream media make pushes to say that I need to get the hell up out of my city, it's like it's a lot of funny things going on in sports that make it hard to follow. You feel me? Like I couldn't even believe the Lakers was in the playoffs. I couldn't believe that we was up on the Rockets. I didn't even like now I'm just starting to try to get into it because I ain't watched the whole season. This first time in my life I ain't watching NBA season, bro. And they making the games more available than ever because for so long they had the games on TNT and you couldn't really catch the games until the finals or you gotta either have TNT or something or ESPN. So for it to be like available on like regular TV, that's super dope. But it's like a last minute effort by the NBA to try to save itself, and I don't think it can save itself because I got something to talk about later on, and that the antics that's going on is gonna make it hard. It's just the kids that's coming out of college and the personalities, and it's just a bunch of weird shit going on in the world right now. So anyway, that's weird. Please, mainstream media, stop trying to push that narrative that Devin Booker need to leave Phoenix. Let Found stay there, and let Found make his choice and leave on his own, depart on his own free will. You feel me? Um, let's see. Pavia, man. I don't know if brother named Daniel Pavia or Jorge Pavia. His name he just should change it to Jorge. I'm more comfortable calling him Jorge for some reason, which is basically George. But Pavia was snug. He the new 2026 Shador Sanders. And I hope this don't become a trend. Shador got done dirty, right? Like, even if he wasn't the talent that people expect him to be or is or ain't, he definitely deserved to go before where he went at the fourth round. And same way years ago, when your boy Lamar Jackson was the last pick of the first round, he definitely deserved to be a lottery pick. And for them to make him, And I never forget when Lamar got picked, he looked at the GM. His name is don't get me, it's a black dude. I can't think of his name. But he looked at him. Matter of fact, Deion Sanders went and gave Buddy a hug, the GM that selected Lamar Jackson. And he said, I love you. I think his name started with an O. And I knew what that meant. He wasn't just saying I love you. He was like, man, you such a real person. Because they were finna let this kid, they were finna play with Lamar Jackson and have him go do something on some Shador Sanders type shit. So for him to still make him a first round, then we see how his career done been. Multiple time MVP, all that. I mean, it's the same thing with Pavia. Pavia to me, other than Daniel Mendoza or whatever Mendoza kid from Miami, Pavia by far was the best quarterback in this draft outside of Mendoza. So for him to not get picked because he was in a scrub club, he wasn't doing no drugs. You mean Larry Matunsil had a whole video come out with a bomb getting hot in the bitch and still went like first round or something. But yet, goddamn, Pavia is just doing what every goddamn NFL nigga do. Throwing money in the street, he ain't beating up no strippers, no fights or nothing like that. He minding his business. So I just think that was weird. And they talking about we don't need that distraction from the backup quarterback. Hell, your backup quarterback could be your starting quarterback in the NFL in week one. Hell, preseason we see people get hurt. So what the hell you mean backup quarterback? Ain't nobody of his talent you looking at as a backup quarterback. You looking at it as a quarterback in waiting, a starting quarterback. So I just think that's bullshit and BS. That how the NFL be like to play this holier than thou. Oh, he's at a script club. Conduct. Okay, well shit, if that's the case, why your boy Mike Vrabel out here fucking all the hoes going to counseling for a day and you expect his boss to hold him accountable? The same boss that got caught up in the sex ring, Robert Kraft. People love to sweep that under the rug. Robert Kraft is so gangster. Robert Kraft got caught on video getting his penis sucked, getting a hand job. And guess what? He made the police get rid of their own evidence. He made the police suppress their own evidence. And everybody else on tape, the same tape that he was on, I don't know how everybody went in their lawyer ear like, fuck that. We arguing whatever his lawyer arguing. If that tape gets suppressed, shit, well, fuck it. I was on that same tape. So how is everybody else going to jail? You can't use that tape against me if I'm on the same tape as Robert Kraft. Fuck nah. So so we expect him to be held accountable by his little sex pervert CEO fucking them girls in they had a raid in Palm Beach when they was going to the massage parlors and shit, fucking them little Asian women. So anyway, let me go for it. Put Pavi in the league. He deserves a spot. Matter of fact, I used to like the Raiders. I don't like the Raiders no more because they let Tom Brady buy into the company, which is super disrespectful. Let me make this very short, real quick. Is if you're an old Raider fan, you have no cause. You don't owe yourself or anybody else any reason to stay loyal to them because the NFL already bucked us with the talk rule in 2001. Bucked our chance to actually be back. To think about this real quick. Let me just give you a hypothetical. If the NFL don't buck us and they call it a fumble, which it was, which Tom Brady later admitted it was a fumble, and we go on to the Super Bowl because the next game was the Super Bowl. Not only do I feel we win that Super Bowl, but we do not lose John Gruden to the Buccaneers, right? We go back with the same team to the Super Bowl again with our coach, who only reason we lost to the Bucs because he gave our whole playbook away, and our fucking idiot coach that took the job over after him, Bill Callahan, wouldn't change the playbook. So anyway, point is, we will be back-to-back champions. This is where Al Davis living. Imagine what the trajectory of. Then guess what? 2 championships in Oakland. You can't move the team for nothing. You can't move the team for nothing because we got 2 championships there. So it's like, man, to have the guy that set the team on a downward spiral, because you got to understand, after they lost that Super Bowl, they never won a playoff game again. Again. Not one. Not fucking one playoff game since 2002. It's kids that is old enough to drink that has never seen the Raiders win an NFL playoff game. But yet you gonna bring in the same motherfucker that bought us to be the fucking owner? It's the biggest slap in the goddamn face. It's like fighting a nigga because your wife tell you the man disrespected her, and then you go fight the nigga, you lose against the nigga, and now she fucking the nigga because you lost against him. It just don't make no sense, fam. So anyway, um, maybe the Raiders can pick him up is the point that I'm making. Pavia. Then you got Mendoza and Pavia. Now you got technically the top two quarterbacks on the same goddamn team. It's the smartest thing. It's what you would do on Madden. You ain't gonna tell me you ain't gonna go to free agency before in the off season and pick them up. And now you got the two young bloods coming out. And guess what? Trade bait. I'm gonna just hold them when somebody get hurt. Hey, I got this young Pavia over here. Come on, man. Anyway, uh, let's see. Magic act like they snorting coke. Man, listen. I'm so disappointed in you, Jits, dog. Listen. I'm of the belief that they need to move the Orlando Magic to Kissimmee, Florida. I'm gonna say this shit again. Orlando Magic need to move to Osceola County, not Orange County. The county over Osceola County. Orlando is a pretty big city, beautiful city, pretty city. A lot of things to do. A lot of great architect. They got a football stadium called Camping World or Camping Outdoor, holds 65,000, 66,000. And I was like, well, shit, why the fuck Orlando don't have a damn professional football team with that big ass stadium? Then I thought about it. Technically, they do got a professional football team, which is Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is like a hour drive. So I was like, okay, if you look at it like that, then yeah. So you got major three sports in Orlando. You got basketball with the Magic, you got football with the Bucks, and you got baseball with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. You got hockey with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So you got all the major sports right there in Central Florida. But I just feel like Kissimmee is not only on the rise, it's a big suburb of Orlando. Most teams, we talk about how they don't want the Magic. I mean, they don't want the Grizzlies in Memphis. Well, shit, maybe the Magic don't need to be in Orlando. Maybe they need to be in Kissimmee. Cause these niggas out there acting like they smoking coke, snorting coke. That shit ain't never been cool. I'm 40 years old. I ain't never, ever, ever, ever come close, not even remotely close to snorting no coke. I had a motherfucker probably once in my life make an offer. It was a younger person than me actually, and they was like, "Hey, you wanna take a bump?" I said, "Hell, fuck no, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Coke is crack, nigga. Like I'm from the hood, nigga. Coke is crack. We call it crack cocaine for a reason. Why in the fuck I'ma do crack for? We made fun of crackheads. Why would I ever want? What's enticing about that shit? It's crack. So I think that's just like really crazy, fam. Like that. Not only they got to move the whole team, bro, to Kissimmee, or damn suspend the whole team. The matter of fact, the refs need to buck the Magic the rest of this round. We don't want to see them. The rest, I don't want to see the upset. I was cool with the upset, but fuck the upset. You niggas just don't deserve to go off on morale points. Get that nigga out the league. Period, dog. That was the worst thought of celebration. Who acts like what you niggas gonna be doing next? Acting like you shooting a goddamn needle. You gonna have a bitch called tie your arm. You nigga gonna be acting like you on dog food. Hair wrong, bitch. Come on. Next, with this thinking of it, right? It made me think with them should move to Kissimmee. I started thinking about like heavy metropolitan areas and what they might be missing. So I say, well, shit. Obviously, in Georgia, is it a room for anywhere in Georgia outside of Atlanta where the population is justify? I can see 20 years from now a professional team in Savannah because Savannah gives you coastline. Savannah is and St. Simons and all that is unlike in Brunswick and all that. It's unlike any city in Georgia because of that coastal area, bro. It's that coastal life. You got the big ass trees like the live oaks and shit, but at the same time you got palm trees. It's like it was to me. It was almost like being in Jacksonville. So I was like, God damn, this bitch is dope. And then you got all the little waterway restaurants and a downtown life. It's about 600,000 people in the metropolitan area. So that's enough to sustain a professional team. So I was like, I could see a professional team one day being in Savannah. If I was an owner, I'd be looking at that. But what I wanted to say was thought about Charlotte And I was like, Charlotte got a football team. Charlotte got a basketball team. Charlotte might even got a hockey team. I think they called the Hurricanes or something. But what they don't have is a baseball team. And I was like, that need to be the next big play on behalf of the MLB. I think it's been a while since I think the California or somewhere in California, Anaheim moved to Los Angeles. I think the it's time for MLB to look into bringing a team to Charlotte. Charlotte got the demographic, the support it. It's come on, it's Carolinas, bro. Heavy baseball country. So like a lot of people don't know that, but in the Carolinas and in Georgia and all that shit, and even Alabama, but like in the country South, nigga, baseball. That's what I always liked about the country South. I'm from a big city with football reigns supreme. Basketball reigns supreme. Baseball games weren't really popping. Only person came was your family. But everybody pull up in little small towns. That's the entertainment. You go watch a baseball game at night. You feel me? So like that's super dope. I think Charlotte deserves a major league baseball team. That'd be dope for the city. And that's what the MLB need to do. I was gonna try to drag this, but my chats ain't popping right now for some reason. Maybe it's the content, maybe it's me. I'll do better next time. I'm glad I started this off with a route. I'm finna just go ahead and examine, see, make sure there ain't no flags on this shit. Make me a song probably tonight and chop it up with y'all tomorrow. We're gonna scream a lot longer tomorrow at some point throughout the day. Love, man. Y'all take care. I'm out. And shout out to YouTube for keeping the traffic consistent. That part, I'm out.